Hey y'all, this is for Mainers. If you're not a Mainer, feel free to stick around so you can learn about the process, but this is specifically for Mainers. Mainers, it has been a rough week. Obviously, it's been a rough week everywhere, but it's especially a rough week right now. We need to take care of our communities and we need to affect change. One of the ways that we are going to affect change is by finding a good nominee to replace Graham Plattner on the ballot to beat Susan Collins in November so that we can get ICE out of Maine and make all kinds of changes that we need to in these United States. Here's the process of how this is going to work, because I want you to feel engaged. I want everybody to feel engaged and have some ownership of the process, because we are building a movement that is about us, people who care about people, who want to affect change and want things to be different and want Susan Collins out of office. So I want you to know how this is going to work. And I also want to tell you about something that I'm working on personally. So how this is going to work. On July 25th, there is going to be a special convention in Bangor, Maine, in person, where 601 delegates are going to determine together by voting who the nominee will be that will replace Graham Plattner on the ballot. Those delegates are made up of 101 people from a special nominating committee. Don't know how they're selected. We'll try to find out and let you know. The other 500 delegates are selected by the counties. So the 500 are dispersed amongst the counties based on population. So for example, Cumberland County has 150 delegates. Those delegates are going to be selected by the counties, by people in the counties, by you, if you vote on the delegates. You have to fill out a form in order to be a voter on the delegates at these special meetings that are going to happen this weekend on the 18th and 19th. We don't know if they're in person. We don't know if they're virtual, but if you want to have the option to participate in selecting your delegates who will then represent you in your county at this special meeting on the 25th, you have to fill out a form on the Maine Dems website. I will link it wherever I can by tomorrow, Thursday, July 16th. So please fill it out, even if you don't know if you can go to the meeting, just so that you have the option to participate. Those delegates are going to represent you in selecting the nominee. What I care about, first and foremost, is that people feel engaged and have ownership in this process, because this is about us. It's not about the Maine Democratic Party. It's not about the specific nominee. It's about us. We are hiring someone to represent us, and so we need to have a voice. And so I care about what you think. So like the nerd that I am, I created a survey because I want to know. I want to know what you care about, and I want your delegates to know whether I am a delegate or not. And no matter what county you are from, I want to know what you think so that I can share with your delegates what you care about and who you would vote for, so that we can determine who is going to win and who is going to be the best representative for us to defeat Susan Collins. So please fill out the survey, please fill out the form to vote for your delegates, and please get engaged, friends. Thank you.